Here we are with my trusty Trenton 5 years of flying, easy flyer, designed to fly without any input at all. So we're up trying our new iphly. Put it in yet last night. Everything works. A little problem with the throttle rudder connection, losing the yellow line, the control line. So I was kind of fooling around with that, trying to get it to go. When the yellow lines would disappear, you'd turn the handle and the throttle would actually go off as the in the banking mode. So it was kind of mixing on its own. We're doing a range check here with the motor off, and everything seems to be working fine. Looks like it's going to be a go. So we do our little range check about 50 feet back. Everything's wiggling the way it's supposed to wiggle. Go back and get ready to crank it up again. This time I found out I need to keep my thumb on the throttle, or otherwise the yellow lines would disappear and funny things would happen. As long as I kept my finger on the screen, or thumb on the screen, it would work just fine. So I decided I'd start it up, keep my finger on there, hopefully not lose yellow lines again, and not have throttle or rudder. By the way, the rudder is hooked up to the aileron in this particular aircraft. It's just 3 channels. So we got it running again, throttling up. Everything seems to work out just fine. So we're going to go ahead and adjust again. We had to play around a little bit, but it was running right. Felt good. Everything's wiggling properly. So we're going to go ahead and take a hold of it and walk it over to the runway. Put her down and see what happens. We're going to go for it. This airplane is an old veteran and easy rebuilt. It's all stick, so it's been built a few times. So a little power it up. Away she goes. Nice liftoff. Gently to the right. Then we went up and cruised around a bit for about 4 or 5 minutes. Did a loop and then started to dive and realized I needed to lift it back up. It's kind of interesting getting used to it after 40 years of doing RC flying with one hand and banking it. Now the approach is going to be flaky because we always learn to push the stick to the low wing when it's coming at you. So here we are, we're coming at me. I'm going to make a nice approach, slowed it down right. Everything looked good for a landing. Thought it was perfect. I was real pleased with myself. Next thing you know, it's coming in closer, coming right at me. Yeah, it's just a speck up there. Okay, so the approach is pretty good. Here it comes. And push to the low wing. Well, I turned my hand, and guess what? It went left.
Learning curve.
So I'll rebuild it and fly it again. It wouldn't take much to rebuild, but I really enjoyed this, and I'm going to try it on another bigger airplane that I have, a Dal Air, and that should work out fine. We'll try it again next week.